Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a kind of a fog misty 53 degree May 28th. It's a Tuesday, if I didn't say that already. I think it's supposed to be off and on rain throughout the day. Man, that grass out there is almost as tall as I am. That's getting deep out there. The lions in the mist will be hiding out there. But I did get the lawn and stuff done last night. That was nice. It actually took me an hour and 45 minutes. There were 6 dumps, the dual buckets. So that went by quick. The grass was just in that perfect state that it bagged up nicely, cut nicely, and I got done quick. That was very nice. But anyway, off to work. Y'all come on along. See what kind of trouble we can get into today. 58 degrees, mostly cloudy today, Mama.
I think it's supposed to clear off.
Is it really?
I think.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, sunshine. Be warmer because I'm cold.
For the time being, it's kind of got that cloudy look to it. Well, Mama, let's go bust out a Tuesday.
All right, sounds like a plan.
Alrighty? All right. Have a good day there, Mama.
You too, hubby.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
So we got a tire on Spyder Road on Friday. Guy okayed it and we installed new tire. This is the 310 that had the battery issue. Initially I had a crank position sensor that it triggered every time you tried to start it. Put a new crank position sensor in there and thing ran great and start up fire. I think I told you a story. I don't know how many times we ran it here, and we finally delivered. It's the Southwest motor. It's the training thing out there by the Clark County Fairgrounds, where Kelly and I went with the Rikers there a few years back. And anyway, get it back to them. Calls and says it still won't start. We're like, what the heck? So we'll go get it. And the battery. So we put a new battery in it. Just to make sure, the health was a little low on it. Put it in, but this thing just hits a wall. It goes da-ding, 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 and it times out. It'll time itself out. So did a compression test on it. It's got a decompression release in there, so your compression numbers are always skewed if you don't know that. But minimum is 58 psi. Remember, this is with a decompression release activating. And maximum should be 118 psi. I mean, it goes right to 125 instantly. So that's over the maximum. And but the funny thing is you can power past it. If I hook it up to the BMW Diagnostic charger, boom, lights off every time. But something's drawing it back. The starter motor doesn't seem to be drawing too much amperage. It's a weird thing. It's just hitting the wall. And the battery's not dropping. You look for voltage drop across the battery, not the cables and stuff, just to see where the battery's at during the start. You can put it in record mode and it shows you what the minimum is that the battery produces as it's starting. And everything's good. Man. So I submitted a case file to BMW. Look where they running these things out there in that parking lot at them fairgrounds. Parking lot's kind of falling apart out there. It's just all gravel. It's just loose tarmac going to pieces. It's everywhere. Surprisingly heavy. Gas tank. That sucker must be slam full. It's cool to count. That's who's, that's our store. I thought that was Southwest Motorcycles. I was going to say, there they are if you're interested in taking a course and you live by here somewhere. Here's the coil stick. Look how deep that thing is. We jokingly say that, when you look down there, you see the height of the cylinder and you look how far it is to the spark plug. We're going, this is another one of those. The spark plug is underneath the piston. They run backwards too. Intake, exhaust. Kind of funky. But that was all novelty years ago. I mean, there have been bikes that run backwards a lot, but mass-produced stuff is pretty rare. And Yamaha, I think Yamaha did something that ran, oh yeah, their YZs, stuff like that, they ran backwards. These things are made in India. You know, it's funny, you look at some of these connectors, that is literally, but you know, BRP uses some that look just like this, but that's very like Royal Enfield looking. But again, BRP uses the same stuff. That's very unusual for BMW. But yeah, it's all, these things have been reliable. Had the one, I was looking up old Puma cases on this thing, and I found that picture of the one they took apart, because the one that was blow by, and I pulled it apart and you can see the seal was ruptured. So they put it back together, we're coming to get it. So they bought him a new bike. And anyways, I could tell by the rip in that seal. It's the one that's in a bulletin. I remember I was in school and the guy pulled it up. It was actually a new bulletin just released. I go, oh, I know that bike. He goes, yeah, it came from Washington. Wait a minute. He goes, where are you from again? I said, you know, BMW Motorcycles of Vancouver, USA. Yep, that's where it came from. I said, yep, I know. I already been there, seen that. Man, it takes them a long time when they do that they get the customer a new bike right away, but it takes months for them to finally come pick the thing up. They don't even have the same color by the time they send a tow truck or whatever to come get it. Yeah, been a busy day, just not very productive for me. It helped him with, you know, walk through doing a Spyder tire. He'd never done one before. So, walking him through all that, did a good job. Waiting for an ACS pump for that thing still. It's our bike. It'll just go for sale once it shows up. And Ken should be in anytime picking up his. He's going to some big rally. He's flying up for that. And then I don't know if he's going to bring it back to us to store it again or not. This is our sales rep. This is his demo from BMW for him to ride. The R12. That thing's pretty bad, eh? A bunch of Opt.719 stuff. The Opt.719. It's got all the caps, and I love them little small gauges on there. It's incredible. What's funny is the ignition is not ignition, it's just a steering lock. Is the key near it? Nope, key's not near it. Oh, it's one of these. It's one of the new fobs. You have to shake it. They go to sleep so it doesn't burn your battery down when it's just sitting there. I love these little small gauges. That little CEO2 had a small gauge. Huh? Somebody put it in fun mode when they test rode it. Cool. It's got the same phone holder thing that the CEO2 had as well. It's pretty cool. It's a beautiful bike. And Tim, you know, he's got the R9T himself. He goes, I'm not very happy about this. I go, what's that? He goes, that thing runs a whole lot stronger than mine does. I go, really? Yeah, he goes, that thing in fact gets it. That is pretty. Opt.719 mirrors. I'd hate to think what the mirrors cost for this thing. It would not be cheap. I like the gold, you know, tapered bars. Oh, that's cool. Definitely a different look. I think this was just called the R12. It's kind of their cruiser. Kind of a custom thing. You know, the R12. Is it called R1290 or R12? I think that's what it's called, R1290 or something like that. Those look like it's just an updated version of the older ones. This is just a whole new look. The rear fender, tank, everything. Pretty cool. But anyway, this poor guy's in for his first service, and the server was trying to install some updates, and it was locked up. So we got a warning on Friday saying that by today this will time out. Well, we get those every once in a while, and the updates come, and we just install them. Well, it's showing there's no updates. So our IT guy got involved and checked it out. He goes, well, the server was stuck. So once you got it unstuck, I tried to do the update, and it says there's files missing. He goes, look in your library and make sure these files are there. Then if they're not, you can go to the admin cockpit and you can go search, find them, download them to the server. Well, I get the first two on, that was fine. Then the third one, they're huge, like between like 24 and 30 some odd gigabytes each file. Well, the third one I go to install, it says it already exists on the drive. Well, when he unlocked it, I don't know if you can make that out. See that black line right there? That should be sky. That's a squall line. I'll have to turn the white balance off and point out there here in a second. But yeah, so when he unlocked it, it started downloading them. So I didn't have to keep picking the files. It's really hard finding because you have to word that thing absolutely exactly. I was written out there. So anyway, that all got on there. Yeah, it's not looking too happy out there at all, is it? And that's pretty much heading right at us. It's been off and on raining all day. One time it came pouring down. But anyway, wish us luck going home. You never know the weather around here, especially in the springtime. Back from work safe and sound. Came out here, and I've been thinking about this last night. Then since I got home, and I decided the Mustang's going back on. So I was looking, at the base, where basically the street glide style seat from the center of the bolt to there, that's 17 inches. And from the center of the bolt, because you remember these things interchange with each other, it's 16 inches. So it's set back an inch. I think it was advertised to be 1.5 inches farther set back. But if you just scoot up in the seat and put your feet down right in there, there's only the slightest advantage with the skinnier street glide style seat. There is just a little more width, but I've dealt with that seat for 4 years almost now. Actually, next month it'll be 4 years, because I put that Mustang on. I ordered the first one. I got the standard Mustang seat, and then I forget what they call this one. But one of the things, it's set forward noticeably more than those. So if that one's 17 inches, then it had to be 18 inches. And this one was more of a street glide feeling to it with just a little bit more. But man, the Mustang seats, man, you just can't beat those things. They're just crazy comfortable. But the other thing too, I get this great big huge flat area for the bag to sit, which Kelly ordered them today. I just had her check the price, because I think the last time I checked, because David Andrews gave me the model number. Actually, I think he sent me a link, and by the time employees get cost plus and then tax and everything, but employee cost wasn't worth the hassle, because it wasn't available through our distributor. I forget who we're getting it through. And I thought, I'll just order it online, it'd be less hassle and get it here faster, and because they had it available. And but anyway, I got a really good deal. I mean, I got the 3,400 cubic inch tactical sissy bar bag is what they call it. And you can mount it either on the back or facing forward. And I also got the 2,300, what they call the tail bag. And you can, it's meant for either a rack, and you can mount it on a seat as well. And I can't believe that thing's 2,300. When you look at the size difference, maybe the pictures are deceiving, or maybe this thing will be grossly big and I won't like it. But anyway, she's ordered. It'll be here, and we'll see. Today's Tuesday, so it'll probably be it takes a couple. It'll probably be Thursday, Friday, but we'll test those things out. But the big thing, when my birth certificate didn't show up in Saturday's mail, I had to send emails out, let the folks at BRP know that at this point, it's an impossibility that I'm going to be able to make it to the EV event up in Valcourt, Quebec, up in Canada, which I'm super bummed. That just been haunting me ever since. I mean, that's once in a lifetime thing. We're going to do a tour of where they're building the EVs, a tour of the BRP facility, and through their museum. And yeah, it's just a sad thing that I just don't want to dwell on it. But what's the irony that the thing is that my birth certificate, I got a thing from UPS saying it'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I should be taking off on a flight. So, anyway, bummer times. But I'll get over it. I won't be happy about it ever, but I'll get over it, I guess. Man, to the mothership up in Canada of BRP. That's just something that doesn't happen very often in a lifetime. But next time I need a passport thing, I won't have to worry about this thing popping up again. But anyway, Mustang seat we are. The bags for touring are coming. And on that, I can get out there with the mama, do a goodbye. And we'll roll it out. We'll call it a day. Thanks for hanging around and listening to me babble on once again. All right. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, how do you like that? That thing's going to show up tomorrow. All that stress and worrying and ultimately giving up, that's going to show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Even if it showed up today.
Yeah.
I guess I'd have known it showing up today. But I have it going to work. So, yeah, that'd have been a problem anyway, because you'd have to rush to Seattle after that. Yeah, you'd never get done in a day.
No.
And then take off first thing tomorrow morning. So, anyway, all the things in life that you hope for that didn't happen. Man, what a bummer.
That sucks.
Daddy's sitting here at her feet.
Yeah, Diner boy.
Meathead mutt. But anyway, we come out here now because it looks like the next little bout of rain is going to come floating over us here. So
tried to do her in the dry.
Yeah, get her done outside. It's always better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I reckon on that, we're going to roll on out on you.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. Well, I never mentioned last night, but Dingbat, wherever she is over there against the barn, she's feeling better. I don't know what her little...
She is a high maintenance little
high
dog.
maintenance, high stress.
Yep.
And she wears those feelings, how she feels, right on her face.
Yeah. You know when she doesn't feel good.
Yeah, she just breaks your heart. Goofy butt.
I know.
But anyway, see you, Danny. Split between us, spread us apart. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.
Bye.